Hey guys, this is Julia here. I was just going about my day today. I'm not even like prepped or anything, but I want to just stop by and talk to you guys because it's just so important. I've been thinking about dialectical materialism and how it applies to, the cultural Marxism that we're living. And stay with me because I know these are some difficult terms, but I'm going to explain very quickly what I'm talking about. So basically, the left is coming with this red flag laws for the longest time. And the right is thinking, let's compromise, right? Let's just make sure that we're meeting the middle somewhere and that we take action on the shootings that affect all of us, that we're all really upset about. And so they come up with their own version, accordingly, of red flag laws, which are pretty much basically the same thing and can be used against us in a different administration, right? In fact, I think that it can be used against us now because they do have control of the House, and we do have a lot of rhinos in Senate. So it could be used against us now, not even after Trump leaves office, but now today it could be used against us. But let's hold on to that for a moment. So I was thinking about red flag laws, and what do they represent? They represent the ending of possible shootings, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like so confused because I wonder, mass shootings are not that common, right? But every day the left is pushing for this. Every single day the left is pushing for two-way infringements. So are they really trying to stop potential shooters? Or are they just trying to stop people from having guns overall? And I think that they just want to stop people from having guns. They don't want to just use red flag laws as a way to stop shooters. They want to use red flag laws as a way to get rid of all guns in America. Now, stick with me. If you look at all the things that they post, and even if you give them a drink or two, and you ask them, what is common sense gun control all about? They're going to come down to the same excuse, shootings, etc. But the purpose behind it is they just don't want people to be armed. And you see, based on the things that they post, based on the things that they put out there, they don't see the purpose, the need for everyday citizens to have guns. And that's because they made a conscious decision themselves not to be armed. And when you decide not to be armed, yet you have a population that you may not agree with, that you potentially think is dangerous, and they're all armed, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel very vulnerable. So what do they want? They want this population not to be armed. They want the government to have control of security and safety, as they want the government to have control over everything. So it aligns with their mindset that they don't think that guns belong in the hands of citizens, and that they're going to bring up Denmark, they're going to bring up whatever, Sweden, whatever, saying that there's gun controls in these places work. Well, you're talking about shooters, and now you're talking about complete gun controls and taking guns from citizens. That's the end goal. They want guns to be gone. So when you fall, this is a losing game, and we don't understand this because we don't understand the whole purpose behind red flag laws, right? And I could come up with a couple examples here, but I'm not, because this video is getting pretty long. Maybe later I will. But anyway, the whole thing about red flag laws is a game that it's already losing as soon as we enter it. There's no winning this game, because this game is an excuse. You use shooters as an excuse to disarm the population. So as soon as we step into it, there's no winning. We can't win. We're only going to lose. It's only going to get worse. That's why the only way to win this game is to not play it at all. Is to not accept any new gun laws. Because we're being tricked as what is the reason as to why we're entering this deal. It's not really the real reason. The real reason is full control. The real reason is getting guns out of the hands of the citizens. They're not worried about a shooter here and there. They're worried about everyday people having access to guns and not being able to control what these people do. Now, these people are us. These people are law-abiding citizens. These people are lawyers, doctors, and etc. But they don't care about it because they have dehumanized you. And so they want to take your guns away. So the minute you step into their game, you already lost. So I hope that made sense. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments.